Hey everyone, welcome to Screen Time Chronicles Podcast, your go-to source for the latest in world events, relationships, health, and celebrity news. I'm Screen Time Amon, and each week we'll bring you the stories that matter most, diving into everything from global headlines to the latest trends shaping our lives. So whether you're tuning in for the drama, the facts, or the laughs, we got you covered. Let's get started. Hey, good afternoon. This is Screen Time Amon back again. Just wanted to touch bases with everyone. I hope you're having a great day. The weather seems like is nice and a little chilly today, but I'm not mad at it. I'd rather take this than take the freezing cold. I got on early this morning. It was definitely some breaking news, which I would like to share with you again. I'm hoping everyone is having a great day and not having a lot of issues, man, because the world is crazy right now. I really hope everyone is enjoying lunch. It's lunchtime here on the East Coast. Some of you guys may be still working over in the Midwest and on the West Coast, but right now it's 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope everyone can tune in, whoever can, I do understand this will be pre-recorded and you can go on YouTube and watch it again. Just go to Screen Time Chronicles Podcast, like and subscribe, and share it if you can with a family member. Now, here we go. Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen took a plane this morning to go over to El Salvador to check on Kilmar Garcia, a man who has no criminal history, who lives in Maryland with his family, who was pulled over by ISIS last week while driving to work and was quickly deported over to El Salvador, mega prison, C-Cop. Come on, this man never had any issues. So they made a mistake. It was a mistake in the system, and they end up deporting him right away. They didn't check. They didn't care. They didn't care what was going on. But this man was wrongly deported over to their mega prison, which is C-Cop. And trust me, when I say it's a bad prison, you don't want to go there. Most of the people that's been there, I don't even know if they making it, man. It's like a life after death. I don't even understand it. It's not a place you really want to go. It's not a place, I don't wish that on nobody. It's a nightmare over there. Just imagine, it's like meeting Freddy Krueger in your dreams. That's how bad it is. It's a nightmare. Or meeting, if you say Candyman 3 times, he might come and see you. Come on, it's bad. This man does not deserve to be over there. His history, he has no criminal history. He's over here in the United States legal. He is over here legally. Let me say that. He's over here legally. He should not be over there living in a prison where you only got a bathroom with about, I think, like 70 to 100 people in a big warehouse almost. Each prison over there is like a warehouse. So you can imagine what the drama is over there, what people have to go through, because I'm quite sure a lot of them people are stressed sitting up in there. You don't get no phone calls. You don't have no TV. You only come outside, and I don't even think they might come out the stretch for like 30 minutes every couple of months, if that, because there's so many prisoners over there, and they don't come home. So I'm glad. Let's give Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen a applaud for going over there today and fighting for this man. It's not easy, and I applaud Chris Van Hollen. I applaud him for going over there, and his goal is to show Trump administration and El Salvador government that they're going to fight to bring this man back to his family and safely and alive. You can't get no better than that, man. I wish people would fight for each other the way he's going over there and doing what is right. He's doing this because it's right. It's not wrong. Now, if you're wrong and you're a criminal, you deserve, I don't know I'm not going to say you should be mistreated, but you should not be here. Let me say that, because Nobody deserves to be mistreated. I don't care who it is. It's up to God to make that choice. And I'm not God, and I'm not trying to play any heroes or anything. But it should not be where this man has to be sitting over there away from his family. This man worked every day. He came home. He was minding his business. Now, I understand ISIS have a job to do. And I'm quite sure it's plenty of criminals out there. But this man right here was not a criminal. So I'm going to speak on it every day until he gets back home. I'm going to speak on it Monday through Friday while I'm on here. And if I come on the weekend, I will speak on it. I have it sitting right here so I won't forget. You know, it reminds me of just people getting snatched up for the wrong reasons. It makes no sense. You know, this man really should not be sitting in no prison. And I don't even know if you call that a prison. It's like sitting in a cemetery, basically. This man has no rights. They took all his rights away from him. Now, if he was wrong, I can understand it. But it clearly, if you go look him up, that's Kilmar Garcia. That's Kilmar Garcia. Go look him up. You can see that this man has not been in any trouble. He's over here legally. He has his passport. He has his work visa. He's been taking care of his family. You know, I beg to really speak on stuff. Since I'm in the media now, I would speak on a lot of stuff. I would speak on a lot of stuff to try to do what I can to help. You know, I can't do everything. I'm not, you know, God, but I will speak on it. If it's going to lend positive energy to whatever your situation is, I'm going to speak on it. I'm here to speak on it. Now, to those that don't know, Kilmar is a legal citizen here in the United States. He has his paperwork. He has his visa. He is over here legally. So why are you messing with this man? And the Trump administration do not care. They don't care. They just throwing him away like he don't mean anything. Now, would you want somebody to do that to you? Would you want somebody to snatch you away from your family? Would you want somebody to take you away from your loved ones? You don't know what's that going to do to this man psychologically. You don't know where this man is going to be, and when he come home, he might not even be the same, man. That might mess up him with his wife, with his kids, because sitting in the prison, we don't know how they torturing them. We already know they ain't treating them good, so that's on the news. That's facts. They done been over there. You could tell they're not treating them good, man. I'm so glad I don't have to go through that. I don't wish that on anybody. That is a death trap over there. It's a death trap, people. It's not good. It is so sad. It's I don't even know. I'm just trying to think of the words I could say, and there isn't any words. Only thing I could say is, please let this man come home. Let him come home and be safe. Let him not have any issues, please, because it's an investigation going on right now by 60 Minutes. They found no criminal records for 75% of the Venezuela immigrants sent from the United States over to El Salvador mega prison, CCOT, in March. Come on, that's 75%. Did you hear that number? That's a large number, 75%. That's more than half. And they don't have no criminal records. Who wants to be treated like they're no good? That's impossible. Who wants to be treated like they're no good? And it's a few incarcerated immigrants that include a makeup artist, a soccer player, and a food driver, delivery driver. They're over there because they didn't do anything wrong. These are professional people, and they probably won't say no name right now because they don't want to list their names. If I had the names, I would put it up here and let you know. But that is so crazy, man. These people are suffering. They're suffering real bad. And I feel bad for them. They're suffering. I wish it was totally different. I do. I wish it was totally different. There's nothing, but all I can do is share the knowledge and share the information with you guys. And if you want If you want, sit down and DM me. If you got a topic that you want to talk about or you have an opinion, DM me and we can talk about it. Or you can hit Screen Time Chronicles at Gmail. I'm sorry, Screen Time Chronicles 132 at gmail.com. That's Screen Time Chronicles 132 at gmail.com. You can send in your questions or your replies on this situation. Let me know what you think. Because it's sad that this man has to go away from this. It's sad that his kids have to deal with this. I don't wish this on no one, but this is the main topic right now that's going on in the world, man. Everybody's on it. I feel sorry for them, and I just wouldn't wish this on anybody. How do you have 75% of people that have never done any wrong incarcerated? See, that's like over here in America. It's a lot of people that's in jail right now that never done anything. They deserve to be home too. They deserve to be home. It's a lot of people in the penitentiaries right now that have never done anything. They was wrongly convicted. But they don't care. They're not going to let them go. They have executed people on the death penalty that was never guilty in the real situation. They were just tagged that they had done a crime. And these people were some good people. You could check on the highlights of people who've been executed in these prisons, because a lot of them are private prisons. And these people never done any wrong. I just don't get it. How do you do that? That's why we got to watch out what we do. And there's a lot of people getting pulled over right now where you got a crazy, and I don't have nothing against the police. Let me be clear, but there's a bad apple in everything. Whether it's the police, the fire department, the soccer team, the basketball players, it's a bad apple in everything. So I'm just talking about this right now. But just imagine getting pulled over by the police. You're on your way to dinner. You're on your way to go with your loved ones to have a good time. And they snatch you out your car and they put handcuffs on you and they lock you up. They find anything that they could put a charge on you, or they provoke you to protect yourself, and then they say you're resisting arrest. And those cops that stand there next to your partner and allow this to go on, you just as guilty. Because if we sit down, and if I'm driving with somebody and I don't even know if they robbed the bank, they robbed the bank. I'm just sitting in the car. They come out. Now the police come and we on a high-speed chase. You consider me guilty, right? Guilty by association. So what's the difference with these police officers? If you don't speak up, you're guilty by association. We got to change the game. We have to change the game. If we don't change the game, then what? We got to put the right people in these jobs that'll protect us, that really want to protect us. When I was little, I remember we had officer friendly, used to come in the neighborhood or come to the schools. We don't even have that anymore. You could talk to the officers that used to work the beats in your neighborhood, and they were okay. You had one or two there was some buttholes, but you had some officers that you could walk. When I was a child, man, I ain't gonna say. Then I used to love the police because I wanted to be one when I was a kid. Until I started learning what they do, and it made me get away from it. Because when I was growing up, I remember the police used to come around and they would talk to us and shake our hands, and they were cool. I'm not gonna say all of them are bad, because I got some police officer friends that they about the law, but they ain't evil. They'd rather see you go home than to see you locked up. But they got a job to do. So what I'm asking all my people is, when you see them coming, respect them, so you can go home safely, So you don't have no problem with them? Because they got a job to do too. Just like we want to go home, they want to go home. So let's work together as a team, man, to make our city and our states and everything great again if we can. And I don't mean by what that, who say make America great, because America falling off. America is falling down. We're just sinking. And if you know it, we got 4 more years of this crap. Because this year ain't even over. We ain't even halfway through. So how do you feel about that? What do you feel? Do you think that Kilmar, Garcia should stay over there and they shouldn't bring him back home? Do you feel that way? Or do you feel that he should be home, that they should ship him over here just as fast as they shipped him over there? Get him from El Salvador. Bring him back to the United States. Bring him back over here. Let him go back to his wife and kids. Let that man go back to work. Because I don't even know how I would be if they did me like that. And I'm from here. But if you send me back to a place that I really don't have no ties to, all because you want to say I'm wrong, I don't know how I would feel. I just don't have the answer for that. It hurts. I don't have the answer. It hurts. It's just, I don't know, people, but let's all push for Kilmar Garcia to come back home. Let's all push for him to come home safely. Let's all push for him and his family to be back together. Let's say a prayer for him. Pray for him daily. Pray for all the people that was taken away from their family. Pray for the people that never made it back home. Pray for the people that's incarcerated. Pray for them too, because everybody needs a prayer. Everybody needs somebody praying something positive for them. But please pray for them. That's all I ask. Pray for them. And once again, I want to give Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen applause. I want to give it to him. I'm going to keep giving it to him because he didn't have to do what he did today. So let's give him applause for going over there. And that's how I feel. I will feel like that. I will feel, I feel like that. I'm going to speak the way I feel in my own opinions. That's what I'm here for. That's why I started this podcast. So I can get on here and speak my own opinions and speak my views. And speak to the people. And I don't mean just black people. I mean black, white, Chinese, whoever's willing to listen. I got some good advice to give to people. I don't lead people down the wrong road. I'm not going to be selfish and tell this person to go over here and do something that I wouldn't do. I don't do that. I stand on who I am. And if I ever mistreated someone, ask them, what did they do to me for me to step out of character? Because I don't really get out of character. And I learned that I can't speak up for other people who's scared to speak up, because you know what that does? That make me look like the bad guy. I learned to mind my business now. I learned to mind my business because people will say stuff all day long. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm this. Man, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. But when it comes to speaking up, they don't speak up. And I used to speak up for people. Nah, buddy. You got to grow up. You got to get some heart. You got to stand on your own words. That's what you got to do. Because I had people walk away and act like they ain't say nothing. They ain't care if I took the fall or whatever. That ain't happening no more, buddy. Because right now I'm standing over here. I got the mic. And I'm going to speak up because that was my own fault for doing that. That ain't nobody else's fault, but I learned a lesson. Come on, man. You got to speak up on your own. If you feel a certain way, speak up. Don't be scared. Get that heart. Jump out of there. Get that heart. Okay? That's what you need to do. Get that heart so you can do what you got to do and speak on what you dislike and what you don't like, okay? Woo, boy, I got smoke coming out my ears right now. I can feel it. I got smoke coming out my ears right now. Well, let me switch subjects right now. Whew, that got me. I really, I said I was gonna get off the subject, but real quick, let me say this. People can only do to you what you're allowed to do to them. Okay. And also, stay away from the people who join the bandwagon because you and this person don't get along, but they never find out what happened, what was the situation. And you never had no fallout with them, but they'll join the bandwagon because they think they're getting something out of it. And then when they realize 5 years from then, they ain't getting nothing out of it, they still mad with you for no reason. If you ask them, well, what did I do to you? They can't say nothing. They don't even know. But then they're too scared to step up and applaud you and show you support for what you're doing because they know they was wrong. That's why I got this podcast, because I want everybody to see what I'm doing. And I'm laughing all the way. I'm going to laugh all the way to the top, baby. And what I don't mean by money. I mean, I'm going to laugh all the way to the top until I can't do this no more. That's what I mean. I don't care about materialistic stuff. I don't care about who got more money in their pockets and who doing this. All I care about is respect and what you stand on. When you say it, what do it mean? Because I don't need money. I make it, though. When I say I don't need money, I don't need to be rich is what I mean. Would I like it? Yeah, who wouldn't? But if it doesn't happen, I'm still going to live. And I'm still going to enjoy life. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm still going to live and I'm still going to enjoy life. So on this scenario, let me switch over because I got something to say about this cat. Well, I'm going to speak on this cat Wallow up in Philly. Gilly the kid's cousin. I was looking at a video and I seen that he was doing a seminar. And he was speaking to a lot of, I guess they was black business owners. And he was just steady cussing at them. Talking about he ain't going to support this, he ain't going to support that. Now, some of the stuff I agree on as far as if your food ain't right at a restaurant, I'm not going to support it. You know, I had that incident. Me and my family went out a couple of weeks ago and we went at this one spot and I'm not going to say his name because I ain't going to give him no publicity. But he gave us some bad food. And what I mean by bad food, it was cold. You know how long we waited for that food? 2 hours. And then it was more than just us sitting there. It was like 6 or 7 people in there waiting longer than us because this man wouldn't even give them a refund. You got to go to a kiosk and pay for it first. So you can't get your money back right away. He can't physically, he's not taking cash. See, this is a learning experience. He came back and gave me some cold fries. Do you know how pissed I was? I was very upset. But when I get out here, I'm going to start going to some of these food places. And yes, I will talk about them on this podcast because I'm not just talking about blacks. I'm talking about everybody. If I think you got some good food and I go in there and there's some garbage, if the service is garbage, I'm going to talk about you. Because you could talk about me. I don't care. You might say I'm short. You might say I'm out of shape. You might say I'm ugly. You might say whatever. I don't care. I'm not soft-hearted. But one thing I am, I'm good. I'm good at what I do on everything I do. And if I can't do it, I'll learn how to do it. So believe that and understand that. Because I'm talking trash right now. I'm in that zone right now. And I'm not going to let nobody change what I do because I ain't going down the wrong road. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing what I feel is right. And that's the start of this podcast, and get up here and speak the way I feel and speak to the people and let them decide on how they feel. Maybe I can change a mind or two to go right. Maybe I can get some people to come up with some views and opinions that can help somebody else on here. Because we're not here to knock you down. Don't get me wrong. We're not here to knock you down, but I also want to make sure I speak on truth, man, because it's a lot of stuff going on that people got to be aware of. I'm not just talking about what's going on in DC, Maryland, or Virginia. I'm talking worldwide. I'm going to talk about TV shows. I'm going to talk about people that got events. I'm sorry I hit the thing, but I'm talking about everything that I could possibly talk about. Because I'm going to put it to your attention. You better believe that. I'm going to put it to your attention. And Wallow cussed them people out. Well, he ain't cussed them people out. He cussed at them people. You doing a seminar. Why are you doing it to your own folks, my brother? I know you sensitive about what you doing. I know you talk to a lot of the young rappers or a lot of kids. I'm not going to take that from you. So you ain't got to come. If you ever hear this, and I don't know if you will, but if you ever hear this, I'm letting you know. Brother, practice on how you communicate with your own people. We got enough ignorance going on. Some of the things you said was on point, but why we got to be sitting in there cussing when we trying to explain to people the right way to do? And I think, too, if you made all these millionaires, please show me. And I don't mean just rappers. I'm talking about show not even me, you, because you probably say, I don't care about him, whatever. Show the world a few real millionaires that you helped out of your own people. Since you said blacks, show us. Because I like to see it, man. I like to know. And then you ain't got to share no information with me as far as how you did it. But show us, since you out there talking and screaming, excuse me, you out here talking and screaming, show us the millionaires that you built. Because that's what you said. I want to see it. And if I'm wrong, then I'll gladly say it. But don't go pay somebody or you'll get your family member or somebody that everybody don't know that that's your family member or a sidekick to say, yeah, he did it. No. Because I do my homework. Show us some people that you really helped out, please. Because then that way I can be quiet. I'll be quiet on you. But if I hear it again, I'm going to speak up on it. And I got, I'll be on late on tonight because I got some more stuff I want to talk about. I definitely want to get, it's a few more things I got to talk about because there's so much going on in the news. But for my poll before I go, my poll question, and I hope that we can get people on tonight that can talk about this. How do you feel about celebrating anniversaries? Do you love celebrating them with big plans? Do you prefer low-key celebrations, or do you really care if you do it or not? Once again, how do you feel about celebrating anniversaries? Do you love celebrating them with big plans? Do you prefer low-key celebrations, or do you really care if you do it or not? That's the poll for tonight. And I'll get back on here later on, and I'll try to get on here early before it gets too late. But I want you guys to DM me or inbox me or send a message through Screen Time Chronicles 132 at gmail.com, or you can call in 202-573-8632. The lines will be open tonight if you want to call and we can discuss it, because I love to hear your opinions. But I'm going to get out of here, and I want you to understand, man, it ain't nothing wrong with having opinions. It ain't nothing wrong with speaking how you feel. It's just how you got to be respectful. And I'm going to get out of here. So you know how it go. Screen Time Chronicles. I'm your boy, Screen Time Amon. And we gonna have a good time, man. We're going to have a real good time. Please like, subscribe, and share with your family, co-workers, or friends, even if you don't know the people. Like, share it with them. Share it with them. But I'll be out in your area. I'll be on your TV. I'll be on your internet. I'll be on your T-shirts, but not because I'm dead. Screen Time Chronicles, baby. This is the Screen Time Chronicles Podcast. See you soon.